Hey guys, this is Reevo, the world's first hubless e-bike. Beautifully designed and elegantly crafted, urban mobility has never looked this good. We wish all two-wheelers were as stylish as Reevo's hubless e-bike. Ready for a bike upgrade? You might want to check out Reevo. It is a new hubless and futuristic e-bike from Bino Incorporated, promising style, security, and safety to every modern urban cyclist. Since its launch in 2020, this bike has been creating noise on the biking and crowdfunding scene. To date, it has already received a whopping $3,730,622 of funding on Indiegogo. When you have a bike that looks as good as this one, you have to be sure it won't be stolen. This unique all-black e-bike is finally ready for riders after 4 years of development, and the finished product is a hubless ride with spokeless wheels and a fingerprint reader on the handlebars to keep it safe and secure. The bike can also be tracked via GPS and has built-in 800 lumen LED lighting on each wheel, along with an ambient light sensor that detects darkness and automatically turns on the headlamp and tail light. It's powered by a 48V battery that charges in 3 hours with a 750-watt engine on the American version and a 250-watt engine for the Euro market. In terms of price, Reevo isn't exactly cheap. It has a list price of around $3,450, which is more expensive than popular bikes, including the electric bike company's Model X, $1,699, Propella 7-speed, $1,299, or Rad Power Bike's electric utility bike, $1,199. However, at this price level, it also isn't the most expensive electric bicycle in the market. See Compared to the Allen Plus 9.9S, $5,999, and Gazelle Ultimate T10 Plus HMB, $3,999, it's actually more affordable. Even better, Reevo is offered on Indiegogo at a cheaper price. Instead of $3,450, you may experience the Reevo starting at only $2,278. The Reevo is priced much more affordably than other e-bike manufacturers' offerings, but does that make it a viable alternative transportation solution here in our market? Tell us what you think in the comments. We are looking at a future where more and more people will be migrating to cities, so we need to start thinking today about what these urban environments are going to look like, how people are going to move around in them, and what sort of solutions will make their lives easier. Get out of vehicle traffic and into the bike lane, where life is faster, more enjoyable and on time. Mercedes-Benz Special Edition Bike. AMG Petronas Formula 1 Team Bike. What have the Formula 1 and bikes in common? German manufacturer N+ Bikes has made the Mercedes-AMG Petronas V11 bikes. With a long-term exclusive license, can N+ produce Mercedes-AMG Petronas and Mercedes-Benz EC Formula E Team branded bicycles accessories. Now, thanks to a licensing deal with British-based N+ Bikes, the Mercedes-AMG Petronas moniker can be found in the weekend group ride. You might wonder, why is a German car brand's bike coming from England? Formula 1 race fans know that, like a majority of F1 teams, Mercedes' gazillion-dollar racing effort is actually based in England. You can choose between 3 different models road bikes. The N+ Mercedes-AMG Petronas V11, the Force, the Axis and Red Edip. Pirelli have developed an exclusive special edition Petronas Green P0 Velo tire for the project, celebrating Mercedes-AMG Petronas' 6 consecutive FIA Formula 1 World Constructors' Championships. Starting price of the Force is $6,000. Middle model Axis is $9,000, top model is the Red Edip $12,000. The bikes will be offered in 5 sizes from XSXL. Product allocations are extremely limited. Harley-Davidson is now selling a limited edition of its first e-bike. The company's e-bike outfit, Serial 1, will make 650 units of its Mosh tribute. The name Serial 1 is derived from the nickname of Harley-Davidson's original motorcycle. When Harley-Davidson first put power to 2 wheels in 1903, it changed how the world moved forever, says Aaron Frank, brand director for Serial 1 Cycle Company. Inspired by the entrepreneurial vision of Harley-Davidson's founders, we hope to once again change how cyclists and the cycling curious move around their world with a Serial 1 e-bicycle. The company's first bikes rolled into the world with 4 models ranging from an introductory Mosh City e-bike priced at $3,799 to a Rush high-speed model pegged at $5,599 that has a maximum assisted speed of a very peppy 28 miles per hour. Most recently, the original prototype for the brand went up for sale as a limited edition series dubbed the Mosh Tribute for the whopping price tag of $5,999. Apparently, people are digging the vintage vibe as the model has sold out in about a week. The e-bike does look sweet with glossy black paint, white-toned Schwalbe Supermoto X tires, and honey-colored leather saddle with matching grips from Brooks, England. The Mosh Tribute is powered by a Bros mid-mount motor and Gates carbon drive belt with TRP hydraulic disc brakes, internally routed cables and wires, and integrated lighting. The third generation. BMW launches new bike collection. While BMW is renowned for making excellent cars and motorbikes, the German manufacturer has been known to bring the same high standards in quality and design to the production of its bicycles as well. Already at the third generation of bikes, BMW has released 4 new models as part of their 2014 collection. These high-end bikes are designed by Design Works USA, with components created by leading manufacturers like Shimano and Suntour. The BMW Cruise bike is the cheapest on offer at about $1,300 and is ideal for city use. Then there's the BMW Cruise M bike, similar to the previous, but a bit sportier, giving the price a $200 bump. The $1,570 BMW trekking bike was designed with performance in mind, great for riding long distances, but also strong enough to be taken off-road as well. Finally, there's the BMW Cruise e-bike, with an electric assistance motor attached to the chain drive providing support to the more casual cyclists, with about $3,800 to spend. Ertopia, the ultra-lightweight carbon fiber smart e-bike of the future. New Ertopia carbon e-bike boasts of 13 kilograms, 30 pounds, weight and a host of innovative high-tech features, voice-activated control, GPS navigation and wireless updates with large dot matrix-style LCD display. The most striking thing about the new Ertopia e-bike is the way it looks. There's certainly nothing conventional about the frame design, and the Ertopia looks like a bike straight out of a futuristic sci-fi film. Apart from the way it looks, there's a whole host of high-tech features that set it apart from the competition. Power is provided by a rear hub electric motor, with 5 assistance levels available, and a torque sensor to ensure smooth power delivery in tune with the rider's pedaling input. There's zero drag when the motor is switched off, so the e-bike can be ridden more easily in unassisted mode. Ertopia uses a 360 Wh Samsung battery in its design, with a claimed range of between 30 miles and 80 miles and recharging in 2.5 hours. It powers a 250W motor with a power output similar to the majority of road-going e-bikes, which is usually plenty for start-stop riding and to assist with climbing hills. The Ertopia is a $4,000 carbon fiber e-bike loaded with fancy tech. VanMoof teases new high-speed electric bike. The VanMoof V isn't available just yet. The company plans to release the VanMoof V by the end of 2022. It should cost approximately $3,598. What you get for that price is an electric bike with 2 motors, one in the front wheel and one in the rear wheel. There are 2 suspension systems, at the front and at the back of the vehicle, to help you with uneven streets. The VanMoof V also features thick tires for increased safety. The bike can reach a top speed of 60 km per hour, 37 miles per hour. But if you have an e-bike already, you know that there are regulations when it comes to motor assistance for bikes. In Europe, an e-bike cannot travel faster than 25 km per hour, 15.5 miles per hour. In the US, that limitation depends on each state, but is still lower than the VanMoof V top speed. The VanMoof V will have integrated speed settings to match your country's regulations. However, this bike has the technology and capacity to hit speeds up to 60 km per hour or 37 miles per hour. As it stands, local regulations across the world cap the top speed of this category. Carbigato H7 fully electric lightweight L1 E-Class motorbike offers modern technology and retro-futuristic design. Carbigato H7 is equipped with a removable lithium-ion 1150Wh battery and charge indicator digital display. Comfortable entire day riding of up to 100 km distance. Carbogato is one of the world's most elegant electric motorcycle. Carbogato carbon electric motorcycle design separates itself from the other electric motorcycle designs by its distinguished look and tasteful minimalistic details. All electric motorcycle components finish in a curvy, organic way. They end as a beginning of another frame element. The range offers two engines, allowing top speeds from 75 to 105 km per hour, acceleration from 0 to 45 km per hour in 6.2 sec. The weight is extremely contained since, with the battery, it does not exceed 39 kilograms, the weight of an electric bicycle. Charging time is 3 hours for 80% and 5 hours for a full charge. 7 colors are available on the manufacturer's website, and the starting price of the base model is €13,500. Tenways is an e-bike maker which has launched its first model, the CG0600, on Indiegogo. Priced at around $1,400, this is a relatively affordable e-bike in the scheme of things and has plenty of features to satisfy even the most discerning of customers. The bike rides well, and at only 33 pounds, 15 kilograms, it is easy to pick up to carry up or downstairs. As there is no throttle, the pedal assist is activated by a torque sensor, which works well. The carbon belt drive system means it is quieter and more maintenance-free, as these do not need oiling or adjusting. Similarly, the hydraulic disc brake system is not going to require much maintenance. The 250W motor is enough to give you that extra boost as you ride up a hill or on the flat, but you also have 3 power levels to pick from. With its relatively small 252Wh battery, Tenways claims the bike has a range of 80 miles, 130 kilometers, per charge in ideal conditions, which is probably optimistic. The sexiest incognito electric bike. The Bonk bike's sleek design hides the battery and electronics in the frame, which weighs just 35 pounds, making it easy to lift and carry when needed. Motor assistance comes from a 350W rear hub motor, and riders can select from 5 power levels using the handlebar-mounted LED display. Cadence sensor-controlled e-drive provides assistance at speeds up to 22 miles per hour, 35 kilometers per hour. For those rides that include, or may include, more miles than the base Bonk bike can generate, Bonk offers the 4 pounds, 1.8 kilograms, range extension battery pack to increase total range up to 85 assisted miles, 137 kilometers. The battery pack is as sleek and thoughtful in design as the bike itself, looking like a modern powder-coated stainless steel water bottle. Put it in the water bottle holder when you need it, and put it away when you don't. All of the above is offered for a price of £1,349, which according to the current exchange rate translates to €1,599.
Whether you prefer zipping through the city, tearing it up off-road, or causing a wake on the water, these bikes are sure to catch your eye. Hi, I'm Glenn, and here are 20 crazy and unusual bikes.
Number 20.
The first bike on our list is an innovative design from Australia. Instead of the usual two-wheel setup, the Street Surfer replaces the front wheel with 4 smaller wheels. The front wheels have a specially designed fork which keeps all 5 wheels on the ground during sharp turns, adding stability. This carving ability makes the bikes feel more like a snowboard or a surfboard. Pricing starts at $1,000.
Number 19.
The Helix bike is the bike you never knew you needed, although you might have to relearn how to ride a bike. The steering on this bike isn't controlled just through the handlebars. The Helix has steering in the rear wheel with a quick-release lock to keep it straight when not in use. The double steering system allows for a riding style unlike anything else. Pricing starts around $400.
Number 18.
The Vera bike is an attractive design. Made in Germany, it almost looks like a standard bike. Ascending from the chainring to just underneath the handlebars is the second set of crank arms that are powered by your hands. Not only does this offer an upper body workout, but it also powers your bike alongside your feet, allowing you to gain tremendous amounts of speed. Pricing starts out at $5,800.
Number 17.
The K-Track is a traction system that adapts to most mountain bikes on the market. This traction system replaces the front tire with a ski and the bike tire with a 6-speed track system reminiscent of an army tank. This new system allows the bike to get traction in the snow when it usually wouldn't be able to. Pricing starts around $800.
Number 16.
This next bike has everyone focused on the lack of a place to rest your rump, when instead, everyone should be focusing on the Dream Slide's fancy crank. It has 2 independent crank arms that move 3 times faster going upward that allow you to put all your weight on the descending leg while standing up, making this bike a comfortable ride. Pricing on this one starts out at $1,700.
Number 15.
Coming from the mind of David Schwartz, the Flying Rider was made to give riders more leverage on the pedals while riding. Instead of a seat, the rider is suspended by a harness from above with a bar behind them to push up against while pedaling. While coasting downhill, the rider can relax and stretch out their legs Superman style while the harness supports them. While currently in the prototype stage, Schwartz is working on the final carbon fiber design.
Number 14.
The Quiggle is a super compact folding bicycle made in Germany. When folded up, the bike is small enough to be a carry-on during a flight. Not only is it super compact, but with its all-aluminum frame, it only weighs about 20 pounds. The upright style of this bike allows for support in the back and prevents tension in the shoulder area. Pricing starts at $1,300.
Number 13.
The Twicycle, similar to the Verabike, has that double chain system. The main difference between them is that the handlebars act as the crank arms rather than a completely separate crank arm system, as well as having a cushioned chest pad for when using the handlebar chain wheel. The handlebar crank arms also have separate gears so that you can change the resistance to your liking. Pricing starts at $1,400.
Number 12.
Make It Extreme has quite the knack for making things, well, extreme. Their fat bike is no exception. Using 2 donated wheels from an immobile car and a few other car parts, they handmade this bike and machined special bearings for the wheels. It sure looks like a chore to get this bike moving, but it has style all its own. Just because this is a one-of-a-kind bike doesn't mean you shouldn't grab some car tires and make one of your own.
Number 11.
If you need the kind of bike that makes people do a double take, then the dragster-styled Nitro Rail is the bike for you. Even though it looks completely different than any other bike, it behaves in just the same way with no sacrifice to the power of the bike. The bike has a 68-inch wheelbase. There's a full-sized adult model and a kid-sized Micro Rail model as well. The full-size Nitro Rail costs $1,000. The kid size is $400.
Number 10.
While most companies are trying to add as much as they can to their products, the Bisimple is more concerned with keeping things simple. With a few different models to choose from, these bikes have no chain to drive them. Instead, the pedals are directly attached to the back wheel. Not only that, but both wheels are free, allowing for ultra-tight cornering. Pricing starts at $1,000. Before you get caught up in all these fantastic bikes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon to stay up to date on the latest from Mind's Eye Design.
Number 9.
While the Trago is technically a bike add-on, it's too excellent to leave off this list. Able to fit on most adult bikes, you replace your front wheel with a quick connector which attaches the actual Trago to your bike. The tray can carry up to 50 pounds and quickly turns your bike into a cargo bike. Tilting wheels adjust to the ground beneath you to keep you stable, while also keeping your items from tipping over. Pricing starts at $1,200.
Number 8.
If invented today, what would the first ever bicycle look like today? I didn't even know I needed this question answered until right now. German designer Sven Rudolph created the answer to that very question in the form of the Concept 1865. A modern bicycle with a design following the penny farthing bicycle, it also includes an electric drive and has puncture-proof tires. Since this is just a concept, don't expect to see them for sale anytime soon.
Number 7.
The Explorer 3 is the ultimate in off-road hand cycling. This backward trike is a bicycle that doesn't allow you to use your feet at all. Instead, you use your hands for powering the bike. The cushioned chest pad isn't just there for comfort either. It allows you to steer the cycle while your hands are busy pedaling. There are options for drivetrains ranging from 16 to 22 gears, as well as an electric assist. Pricing starts at $2,300.
Number 6.
The Baijin Hank is a classy little folding bicycle. Deciding to get away from the chain-driven drivetrain, it utilizes direct drive levers that have 3 different gear ratios due to a hub transmission. The direct drive levers help to deliver an increase in pedaling power over the standard chain-driven drivetrain. Pricing on this one is $5,000.
Number 5.
The Manta 5 might be my favorite bike on this list. Saying goodbye to wheels altogether, this pedal-powered propeller bike allows you to traverse any body of water with ease. Don't feel like pedaling the whole time you're out on the water? It also has a 400-watt waterproofed e-bike motor to power the propeller. A full charge offers about an hour of pedal assistance. Pre-order pricing on this starts out at $6,000.
Number 4.
The Halbrud Half Bike is a uniquely designed cycle. This half bike was designed to be much more compact than a regular bicycle while also allowing you to get around your home city quickly. Handlebars are placed directly below your seat and control turning just like on a standard bike. It also has a standard chain-driven drivetrain, but a not-so-standard tiny front wheel. Pricing on this one starts at $1,400.
Number 3.
This crazy bike concept, even though it might not look like it, is entirely ergonomically designed. The Fliz creates an upgrade to walking and shares some things in common with the Flying Rider. Its 5-point harness holds the driver's body up, and since there are no pedals, the driver propels the bike by walking. The suspended seat on the Fliz eliminates impact stress on the legs while also protecting the rider from running-related injuries. Because the Fliz bike is still in the concept stage, it won't be for sale anytime soon.
Number 2.
Not only is the Sada bike strikingly beautiful, but it also folds down to the size of an umbrella. Its hubless design allows for a lower center of gravity, giving the bike a better road grip, steering, and braking capabilities. While most foldable bikes tend to run on the small side, the Sada bike does not sacrifice its size for the functionality of folding, and instead, the hubless design allows for the wheels to be taken entirely off, while the frame of the bike folds down. Pricing on this one is $1,700. Before we show you our number 1 pick, don't forget to comment down below and let us know which one of these unusual bikes you find most creative.
Number 1.
The entirely custom and limited edition M55 Terminus is a high-performance e-bike. The stock motor is 750 watts with the ability to upgrade it to a 3,000-watt motor, or it can be used as a pedal assist. A full charge on the motor offers a range of 62 miles. With only 55 Terminus bikes available, one day these could very well become collector's items. The Terminus can be all yours for around $35,000.